So, trying something different. We're gonna do an unboxing and have a little conversation, I think. Yeah.
Sequence start 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. I would like to introduce
Generally nerdy.
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 Yeah. So, let's make sure this is pointed at me, shall we? Oh, no hat. Quarantine. What do I need a hat for? Not really on quarantine, actually. I am lucky enough that the restaurant I work at is still open, and we are still quite busy. So, delivery is a beautiful thing, and much appreciated to all of those people who are getting delivery and know the value of a tip, because you are making it very nice to be helping you out and not an arduous task. Anyway, so I need a knife. So what are we unboxing? Well, I still haven't decided whether or not I'm putting the actual name of the item into the video description. So you might not know exactly what it is we are opening. I mean, this should help, right? So it's a toy, we know that much. And the conversation that I'm looking to have, I don't know which toy it is though. I think it's one, but it might be two. We got let's we're looking at some Mortal Kombat figures, right? So I thought I was getting the Spawn figure as well. I actually thought the Spawn figure was supposed to have been the first one coming, because these two, according to the website, were still on back order. But these are the ones that I got, and Spawn didn't come. Very strange. So, what are we talking about? Why are we doing this? What's going on? I don't do unboxings very often, just because I don't get a whole lot of things to unbox very often. I got this because it's the little things right now, because you can't really go out and do much. The select few of us that can go to work are very appreciative that we can go to work, but that's about all you can do. You can go get groceries, and then you go home and enjoy things. Well, that's a little difficult. So what I've taken to do, and what I think might be helpful to others, perhaps, maybe you're looking for lists of movies to watch, and yeah, I'll probably end up making one or two of those, but there's more to do. Even if you are stuck in your house, there's plenty more to do to deal with this time productively. I know there's a large number of people who have tried to pick up an instrument in the past and have not exactly had the greatest success therein. Well, now is a perfect time to show Davey 504 what's up and learn to play a bass, or show Jared Dines what's up, or Stevie T, or any one of those guitar playing YouTubers, and learn how to play your guitar. I know a lot of people have these things laying about the house because, one day, and then I lose a light. one day, and then that day never comes because life happens, and you got to just deal with it, right? So now is the time, man. Now is the time to learn that instrument. Now is, as I yell into the microphone, now is the time to write music, write a song. That's what I've been doing, is writing music. I have recorded 2 scratch tracks. I've sent them off to the other members of my band, and they will hopefully become full-fledged recordings within the next couple of weeks. I'm in the middle of recording a bass part for another band, for a song that they sent me, that they wanted, that we're going to be performing, actually, hopefully, assuming everything goes as planned, in front of Paraman 5000 in August. So just all of these things are happening, and yeah, it sucks. You can't leave your house. But you can learn, you can read a book, you can catch up on Lord of the Rings, or not catch up, finally read the entirety of Lord of the Rings. You can catch up on the Game of Thrones books, the Song of Ice and Fire. You can catch up on the King Killer books. Man, if you haven't yet read Patrick Rothfuss's King Killer Chronicles, those 2 books, and then there's the subsequent short stories that are involved as well, and hopefully he's using this time to finish book 3. I'm looking at you, Patrick. All of these things are totally, I mean, honestly, the possibilities are endless. There's room for plenty to happen. You don't have to sit around and watch movies the whole time. Or maybe you're going to learn to play the guitar. So much, I can't understand why I'm hearing all of this. Oh, I'm so bored. This quarantine needs to end so I can go out and do things and live my life. And there is so much you can do to enrich your life right now that we're being suggested, and often in some cases are being forced to be by ourselves, essentially, us and maybe family. Also lucky enough that my girlfriend is an essential medical worker as well, so we have our jobs still, and again, I am very grateful for that. Though part of me honestly wishes I was not in an essential field, so I did have time to catch up. I did have time. I have 2 keyboards downstairs, 2 piano keyboards in storage underneath my apartment that I really don't know how to play. Like I know music theory, I know things, obviously, and I've been making music for a long time. So with a guitar, sure, I'm fine. With a bass, yeah, sure, I can do these things. But I want to learn how to play the piano. That would be a nice skill to have. That being said, I'm working 40 hours plus trying to maintain a YouTube channel and all of these things. So I still legitimately have very little time. Though I've taken the little bit of added time that this situation has given me, and like I said, recorded 2 songs and working on a proper recording for another band, and honestly, there's a million different things you can do besides music. There are online things you can do. Go to bandlab.com, and they have the free option for making your own electronic music, and you can learn how to produce that kind of audio. But again, aside from music, start a podcast. You have a phone. You have all you need is a phone, as being made clear by all of the major TV stuff that is happening right now that they're just using cell phones for. That's all you need, and you can start a podcast. You can start a YouTube channel. I mean, one of the viewers here on the channel, Ryan, shout out to Lil Leo, man. He has a YouTube channel where he edits videos, and he edits gaming videos from his phone. So any excuse you have is exactly that, just an excuse. right on your phone. There are free options that you can edit video, you can edit audio, you can create digital art right on your phone. And most people, not me, I am not one, I still have a dumb phone, but most people have smartphones. So this is totally within your wheelhouse. You can make anything work if you really want it. That's the question though. What do you really want? Saying that you don't know how right now is not an excuse. This is the time to learn, to do anything. Anything. I don't know how to play an instrument. Well, you have the internet. That you don't have to social distance from. Again, the answer to all of these things, honestly, is YouTube and or Google. Just the harsh reality of it. You can teach yourself anything. Again, if you really want it. It's fear and lack of time. The fear, usually, and I can't speak for everyone, but usually the fear comes from not wanting to embarrass yourself because other people are listening or whatever. Well, most of us are by ourselves now, or with somebody who loves us, and it's not an issue, right? They're not going to laugh at us. They're going to, oh, I'm so happy you're doing something productive with your time. That's the point. So maybe music isn't your thing and you want to start a podcast, you want to start a YouTube channel. All of these things can be learned on YouTube or Google, but also you have the capabilities. Oh, your excuse might be, oh, I don't have a camera, I don't have a microphone. You have a cell phone. This is on a cell phone right here. Galaxy 8, I believe, S8. And it's not the best, but it's a start. If you are really passionate about starting these things, then this is as good a place as any to start. I started on a DSLR that is so old it barely had video capabilities. So now that you've got all this time, go for it. And you don't even have to pay for the app to edit either. Little Leo, one of the watchers, one of the viewers of the channel, shout out to Little Leo, he edits gaming videos on his phone on a free app, on Power Director, I think is what it's called. There's so many free apps that you can use, even just on your phone, to do these things. You can get an audio editor, an app for audio editing if you want to do just an audio podcast, and you can upload everything from your phone. You can get an app for video editing, like I just mentioned, if you want to do a video podcast or if you want to start a YouTube channel. The only thing is content. And again, you have all this time. You have plenty of time to come up with what that content is going to be. You just have to get over that fear of creating. And maybe that's not even, I don't know, there's just 1,000,001 different things to do, and gear is not stopping you. Gear is not stopping you. Your imagination is the only thing that's stopping you. And that's all there is. Let me get this right here in my face. There's no reason to be bored. There's none. You have things you can, even if you happen to not have these musical instruments, like I said, I know a lot of people that do just randomly have guitars. I know a lot of people that do, say one day I want to learn how to play that guitar, and now they're not doing anything with it, even though they have all the time in the world. Even if you don't have these things, there are online options that if music is your way to go. Everyone has some paper lying around, and if not, the grocery store sells paper and pens and pencils. You can start drawing. You can write. You can start that novel that you've been trying to write. Oh, and I just clipped the audio. I apologize. You can start you can get these things going, because a lot of times, aside from the fear of starting something new, which is real, which is very much an issue that needs to be overcome by most people, but aside from that fear, the other big reason that people don't start new things, don't learn new things, don't learn a trade or an art or whatever, is because they don't have the time. Now you do. So let's create something beautiful. Thank you, nerds. Trying to do as much content as I can these days, so not going to do the regular sign-off. You know all of the things. Thank you for listening to me ramble. I don't know exactly where this is going to fall in the channel, but it will be there somewhere. I do appreciate all of the views that I do get. I do appreciate the feedback on the things that I do. So keep it coming, guys. I will try and do the same. And we'll see you in the next one.